Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Oh Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Gaur Premanande. Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Devaki Nandanaya Cha. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. Namani Gauratveshe Namaha. Nityanandam Aham Nomi. Sarvananda Karam Param. Harinama Pradam Devam. Avadhuta Shromanim. Vageshwari Yasya Vadane. Lakshmi Yasya Vakshase. Yasyasya Hriday Samve. Tamanar Singham Aham Bhaje. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhara. Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Nityananda Trayodasi. Param Karuna Nityananda Prabhu ke Avirbhav. You are all welcome for morning glorification of most merciful deliverer of the fallen souls, Akrodha, never becoming angry, servitude God, Sri Nityananda Ram. Nityananda Namastubhyam. Nityananda Namastubhyam. Paramananda Daine. Paramananda Dayane. Kalau Kalesha Vinashaya. Kalau Kalesha Vinashaya. Jahanavi Pataye Namaha. Jahanavi Pataye Namaha. Nityanandam Namastubhyam. We are offering our obeisance to most merciful Nityananda. Why? Paramananda Dayane. Because he bestow the supreme bliss, transcendental ecstasy, Paramananda Dayane. Paramananda is actually the bliss arising from the soul. And this Paramananda is Krishna Prem. Sandrananda Vishesh Atma. Paramananda Dayani. Kali Kalesha Vinashaya. Whatever are the obstacles in the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, he will destroy all those hurdles in the process of devotional service. Jahanavi Patyaye Namaha. Jahanavi Devi, the Swarupa Shakti, is the expansion of Ananga Manjari, the younger sister of Radharani. And she was consort of Nityananda Mahashya. And she continued the parampara and reassembled all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So, today is the appearance day of Nityananda Ram. What is the need for Krishna to manifest appearance of Nityananda? There's a question. Why is Krishna expand as Nityananda? Before that, we should simply make it clear that Balaram is Nityananda. There's no difference between Balaram and Nityananda. So Krishna expand as Balaram, and who is none different than Nityananda. Why he expand like that? What is the Swarup of a Jiva? The constitutional position of the soul or living entity is service. Service. Jivera Swarupa Krishnera Nitya Das. Who will teach us service? Who will teach us service? The very constitution of the living entity is service. Now he has to be trained properly to render favorable service to Sri Krishna. who will teach that. For that purpose, Krishna manifested as Balaram, because Balaram is servitude God. He served Krishna in all 5 rasas, all 5 melos, Shant, Dasya, Sakha, Vatsalya, and Conjugal. So all this service, all the living entities, they render to Krishna in these 5 rasas. There are only 5 rasas. Shanta, Dasya, Sakha, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. So, Balaram served Krishna in all these 5 melos. Where the living entity will render service to Krishna, where? There must be a place. So there are 2 places. One place is for conditioned soul, material world, and the other place is for the liberated soul, spiritual world. Right? So these both words, spiritual and material world, is expansion of Balaram, Nityananda Ram. He is the source of these both spiritual and material world. He expands himself, he creates everything. And all the living entities at both places, they learn to serve Krishna under the guidance of Balaram. Therefore, Nityananda Ram is original spiritual master. What is spiritual master does every morning, what we sing? Chaturvidha Bhagavat Prasado. Sri Vigraradhan Nityananda Shringaratana Mandir Marjanado. How to decorate deities, how to offer, everything. Who teaches this? Bande Guru Si Charana Arabindam. So all these teachings for training of the living entities to be situated in his constitutional position, to revive his Krishna consciousness, the mercy of Nityananda is essential. Not only essential, is indispensable. Without that, it's not possible. Now let us have this equation. Why have we joined Krishna conscious movement? What is our goal? Yes? For devotional service. Why we render devotional service? Yes? This is our goal. Everybody must be very clear. Why have we joined Krishna conscious movement? To please Krishna. Huh? Good. How can you please Krishna? How can you please your parents? By service. Why you render service to somebody? Love. We joined Krishna conscious movement to awaken love for Krishna. This is our prayojan. This is our goal. We must be very clear that we are here to awaken love of Krishna. Krishna Prem. Nothing short of this. We will not be satisfied by anything. Liberation or anything. Nothing. Heaven, we don't need anything. We need Krishna Prem. Who will give Krishna Prem? Now the next question is, now our goal is clear. Everybody must be very clear in mind. Our goal is Krishna Prem. And where is this? This is in our heart already present. Everybody's heart is already fully saturated with Krishna Prem, but in a dormant stage. It has to be awakened. Krishna Prem nitya siddha sadhya kabunai. It's not by any process you get it. It's already there. Now, who can give us Krishna Prem? Next question. Are you clear what is our aim? You write down in your room where you live, I am Krishna conscious, because in this life I must awaken Krishna Prem. Until you are not really determined for your goal, then practice will not be powerful. Now, who will give Krishna Prem? Next question. Those who have it. So who have Krishna Prem, by the way? Who is the personification of Krishna Prem? Radharani. Who is personification of Krishna Prem? Krishna Prema Murti. Antre Prem, Bahir Prem, all around Radharani is full of Krishna Prem, 100%. Now, who is in the mood of Radharani and mercifully ready to bestow Krishna Prem? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So our next answer is, our goal can only be achieved when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is pleased. Now the next question is, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how can we please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? When Nityananda Prabhu become merciful and recommend, Nityananda kripa paye Chaitanya charana. Nityananda kripa paye Chaitanya charana. By the mercy of Nityananda, we will get the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya prasade paye Krishna prema. And by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we will get Krishna prem. That is our goal. So now the equation is very clear. How now Nityananda, how can we, and now first we just get an example from the pastime of Nityananda Prabhu. Who is the Priyojan Acharya for our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya? Raghunath Das Goswami. Priyojan Acharya means one who bestow love of God. Priyojan means love. And how Raghunath Das Goswami was blessed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There's one pastime which every year we celebrate as a Panihati festival, right? Panihati festival. So Raghunath Das came there and Nityananda said, bring him here, he is thief. Chor hai. Pakad ke yahan lao. Oh, he was the son of a richest person. Why should he be thief? And Nityananda says, why is thief? He is approaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without my permission. This is it. He's a thief, he's dacoit. I will give you punishment. And what is the punishment? I will put my lotus feet on your head. So, Nityananda Prabhu put his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami and he said, now your punishment is feed all these Vaishnava in a hot season after Nirjala Ekadashi, when it's very hot in June, at the bank of Ganga, very soothing the yogurt rice and the chip rice and the mango and the banana and camphor and make this beautiful preparation and feed all of them. And after this, Raghunath Das Goswami is the only Goswami who first met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who lived with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 18 years continuously. And he is the witness of all the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. And every day he was speaking 3 hours Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime to all the Goswamis, and Kaviraj Goswami has compiled the Chaitanya Chaitamrita from the information given by Raghunath Das Goswami. So only by the recommendation, because Nityananda Prabhu blessed him, then he got Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him what? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Raghunath Das Goswami 2 things. What are those 2 things? Gunjamala, Govardhan Sila Dila. Gunjamala, Govardhan Sila. And Raghunath Das said, Govardhan Sila means he gave me residence at the foot of Govardhan hill. And Gunjamala, he gave me the service of lotus feet of Radharani at Radha Kund. So did he get Krishna Prem or not? Mercy of Nityananda. He got Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him Govardhan and Radharani. He got Krishna Prem. So equation is very clear. So now we need mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. He appeared on this day of the month of Magh, Shukla Trayodasi, in Rad Desh, at a holy place called ISKCON, as the divine son of Harai, Ojha or Pandit and Padmavati Devi. And that place, as a Garbhar, Akar place where he appeared, is still visited by thousands and thousands of devotees in ISKCON. So this is a place of his appearance. Then his childhood pastime were mostly enacting in dramas, usually Ramayana or Krishna Leela, but he was very fond of a role of Lakshman. And when he was acting in that role, he was completely absorbed in the pastime because he was Lakshman. So he was not acting as an actor, but he was Lakshman. And the whole village of ISKCON was enlivened by his presence and by his childhood pastime. One of the pastime which is very common, the pastime was Lakshman become unconscious and Hanuman was sent to bring the Sanjeevani herb. And in drama, Hanuman went and he did not come back because drama is over. But Nityananda was unconscious. Everybody was, and he was not breathing. Everybody was completely in anxiety. What happened? What happened? And everybody said, what is the reason? What was the drama going on? Well, Hanuman was supposed to bring the Sanjeevani herb. Say, where is Hanuman? Hanuman, his drama was over. He was eating food somewhere. Huh? Usually these actors, as soon as they get down, they just feast, rush to where is the prasad. So somebody caught hold of Hanuman. He said, go. Now you come back and play the role exactly, bring the Sanjeevani herb, and then the Vaidya has to give to the Nityananda, and then Nityananda, he came back to his senses. So he was not acting, but he was really doing. There was one story. In Jagannath Puri, there was a great Brahman. And when there was some drama, he was acting as Narsingadev. It was his drama. His role was Narsingadev. And when the Hiranyakashipu, who was acting as a demon, he literally tore open his abdomen because he came in that mood of Narsingadev. And really he tore open. And everybody said, what happened? He said, this is the person. He's immediately in that role. He's, obsessed by the role. Then somebody said, next time we will have role for him, Dasrath. And when Ram will go to exile, let us see whether he dies. And they did it. And he actually died. He actually died. So, sometimes dramas are enacted where the actor completely forgets himself. So Nityananda was acting like that when he was 12 years old only. Then a sannyasi came to Ekchakra Gram, and his name was Lakshmipati. He said, I am going for pilgrimage of Bharatavarsha. I need some assistance, and this young boy is perfect for that service. Mother and father, 12 years young, charming, loving boy, to part with him was not easy. But not to obey the sannyasi or a sadhu is not a Vedic culture. So they handed over. And after Nityananda left, his father Harai could not keep his life. He left his life. He could not live without Nityananda. But Nityananda was traveling with Lakshmipati to all the holy places for 20 years. How many years? And by the time he became 32 years. He went to all the holy places which Balaram visited during the Kurukshetra war, because he did not take part in war. He went to the holy places. And Lakshmipati initiated Nityananda. And Lakshmipati has a next disciple, Madhavendra Puri. So Madhavendra Puri is god brother for Nityananda. But Nityananda was always giving respect to Madhavendra Puri as his senior god brother, as spiritual master. And this Madhavendra Puri is a spiritual master of Gadadhar Pandit. Ishwar Puri, the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lakshmipati initiated Nityananda Prabhu. Now meeting of Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Before we go to this pastime, we have to answer the question we left unanswered. How can we get mercy of Nityananda Prabhu to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to get our goal, love of God? How can we please Nityananda Prabhu? Yes? By preaching. Because his order is Kaho Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Laho Krishna Naam, and Krishna Siksha. By preaching. By preaching to most fallen people, as worst as Jagai and Madhai. If you take risk in preaching, you come out of your comfort zone which mostly all the preacher in his Krishna consciousness nowadays are only functioning in comfort zone. They are functioning only in comfort zone. Prabhupada, for Srila Prabhupada, Vrindavan was the most comfort zone. And Radha Damodar Mandir temple is the Seva Kunj, the most sacred place. He left that in a very dangerous journey, sea voyage, and for 1 month he celebrated his birthday and Krishna's Janmashtami on the Jaladuta. He took risk and landed in the country when he was not knowing anybody, the different culture. And the people he came across were completely young, like his grandson's age of his grandson. He was 70 and they were 17. And they were all APs. They were worse than Jagai and Madhai. But he took this risk and he preached there. So he is the true representative of Nityananda. Really speaking, anybody who wants to get mercy of Nityananda, we have to take risk. And Nityananda will protect, definitely. And he will provide all the facilities. Simply we have to come out of our comfort zone. And not out of our comfort zone, but out of our bodily conception. And the only way to get out of bodily conception is to go on Sankirtan in the street. This is the only way to forget that you are a body. You don't remember you are body because you go to the outside and you are chanting holy name. Then this is the only way you can come out of the bodily concept. And the holy name will enter in the ears of anybody who is on the street. He may like or he may not like. And this is the risk you have to take. You cannot preach to the people directly, but holy name will enter into the ears of all the people in the street. Right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Nityananda, go home to home, door to door, along with Haridas Thakur, Haridas, Nityananda. Go grahi grahi jao. Go to every home and ask, beg from the people, please chant holy name. Just go home to home. Whoever is inside, don't worry. Beg him, please chant holy name. Whatever holy name they want, because Krishna has unlimited names. Simply say, chant holy name. Whoever you meet. So unless we have this spirit of preaching, just go to some village where nobody knows you. 2-3 devotees together, have a kirtal and mridang, do harinam and see the miracle. How Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu is doing miracle with you. You will be surprised what will happen there. People will gather around you. They will ask you, please. I'm telling you one story. Some our Gurukul boys from Vrindavan, during summer vacation, Kurmarupa Prabhu, disciple of Srila Prabhupada, he took them to Himalayas, so they went to Dehradun before they were going up in the hills, Himalayas. They say, where can we stay? How can I arrange all the Gurukul student stay and prasad and everything? So he said, let us go and have Harinam Sankirtan in the town. And they started doing Sankirtan. These young boys, Gurukul is doing Kirtan. They were from all part of the world with Kurma Rupa Prabhu. And people gather around them. Somebody came, we are your life member. Somebody said, oh, we came to Vrindavan. We visited your temple. Please, you come to our home. And they have invitation for 15 days or so in different people's home, always going, honoring Prasad, doing Kirtan, place for stay, vehicle to go. All things were arranged. Simply by doing Kirtan, nothing else. Prabhupada told devotees that only by chanting all your needs, not needs, even comforts will be provided by Krishna. So in early days, these temples of the ISKCON were run by one devotees used to do some service, and whatever salary he used to get, by that they used to run temple. Brahmanand was teacher somewhere. And some other were doing some service, getting salary. But one simple devotee, he said, Prabhupada said, by chanting Hare Krishna, we will get everything. Why should we go for service? Nanda Kumar. His name was Nanda Kumar. So he said, let us go for Kirtan today in Boston. The 4 or 5 devotees, they did Kirtan with Kartal, Mridang. Many people gather around and they have conch shell, they blew the conch shell, then they turned the conch shell upside down. And people were putting some coins in them. And they counted some $12, which was more than 1 week's salary in those days. He said, why should we do service? Why not we just do Harinam Sankirtan? Next day they went again, they did the same Kirtan. And again they did the conch shell, then they turned it up and then they got $20. They say, Prabhupada said, right, only by Kirtan you will get everything. There's no need of doing anything. All the needs are provided. So very simple, if we preach, preaching is the sense, is our principle. Our life is for preaching. Preaching doesn't mean only you do, kirtan or you just speak something. Decorate deities nicely as a pujari is a preaching. Cook very nice. Prasad, the bhoga offered to Krishna and distribute to the devotees. This prasad will attract the devotees. This is also preaching. Keep the temple clean is also preaching. So preaching include everything. So, what is the Swarup of Nityananda? So by now we have learned where Nityananda Prabhu appeared. Oh, meeting of Nityananda. We should finish was meeting of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda. Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu appeared, and Mahaprabhu is 20 years old, and Nityananda Prabhu is 32. Prabhupada writes that he is over a dozen years elder than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, 32 is Nityananda and 20 is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu now, if I am sure he came back from Gaya and is now in ecstatic Kirtan mood. He is no more Nimai Pandit. He is now, the treasure of love of God. So, Nityananda Prabhu was hiding in a Nandan Acharya's house. Simply, searching and separation and then meeting will have more ecstasy. So he was hiding in Nandan Acharya's home. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, some associate has come. Haridas, Srinivas, go. Srinivas Thakur and Haridas was asked to search the whole Navadvip and find out where is Nityananda. They were searching, but Mahaprabhu could not resist. He ran to the Nandan Acharya's home, and as soon as Mahaprabhu saw Nityananda, and Nityananda saw Mahaprabhu, they recognized they are Krishna, Balaram, and they embraced one another, and they were, heripiculation, perspiration, tears from the eyes, and everybody was surprised to see this extraordinary meeting of two brothers. And then Nityananda Prabhu stayed there as Avadhut, acting in his own way, not following any rules and regulation. But he was the one of the associate who traveled along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after his sannyas to Jagannath Puri. This Nityananda is one who tricked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Instead of going to Vrindavan, he brought Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Santipur, where all the devotees of the Navadip met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they saw him in sannyas dress. And Mother Sachi met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and asked him, instead of going to Vrindavan, stay in Jagannath Puri. This was arranged by Nityananda Prabhu. And from Jagannath Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu, now go to Gauda Desh, Bengal, and preach there. And now you give up this Avadhuta ways and marry. And Nityananda Prabhu married the two daughters of Suryakant Sarkela, the brother of Goridas Pandit, the Jahanva and Vasudha. And Nityananda Prabhu from Vasudha has one son, Veer Chandra, and one daughter, Ganga Devi. But Vasudha soon left the planet, and both children were raised and initiated by Jahanva Mataji. And this place of Nityananda body is Kharda, which is next to the Calcutta on the way to Panihati. There is a Nityananda Wadi, is a house of Nityananda where he was living. His home was there, his deities are there. And the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda, there is a still now temple of Gaur Nitai there. And then Nityananda Prabhu preached in Bengal. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept the love of Krishna as a prasad for a person who is going to be born in future. In a Padma river, Mahaprabhu taking bath and calling, Narotam, Narotam. And Nityananda was surprised, and the river was overflowing. Nityananda Prabhu asked, Mahaprabhu, what are you doing? Why the river is overflowing? He said, I am depositing love of Krishna for a devotee who is going to come. He is Narotam, and it is your duty, Nityananda, to remind him that when he comes and take bath in this river, then this river will also overfill and bestow love of God for Nityananda, for Narotam. So Nityananda continued the parampara through he gave the love of Krishna, which Mahaprabhu kept for Narottam, because Narottam is a second generation. Mahaprabhu 6 Goswami and then 3 Prabhu. So this Narottam Das Thakur. So now just 1 or 2 verses about the Tattva of Nityananda. We have discussed something practically what we can apply in our life about Nityananda. And now, Vande Ananta Adbhuta Aishwaryam Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram Yasya Ichchaya Tata Swarupam Agyenapi Nirupayate. Srila Prabhupada translate this. Let me offer my obeisance to Lord Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and unlimited. By His will, which means by His mercy, yet Ischaya, even a fool can understand His identity. And what is the identity of Nityananda? Sarvavatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavana Tahara Dvaitya Deh Shri Balarama. Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna and his second body is Balaram. Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the fountainhead of all incarnation. And Lord Balaram is his second body. Now, next verse. Eki Swarupa Doi Bhinna Matra Kaya Adi Kaya Vyo Krishna Leela Sahaya. 5, 5, 5, 5. Adi 5, 5. Okay? एक ही स्वरूप दोई भिन्न मात्र काया आद्य काया व्यू Krishna Leela Rasaya. Oh, this is the meaning. These two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna and he assists in Krishna's transcendental pastimes. Say Krishna Navadipe Sri Chaitanya Chandra Say Balarama Sange Shri Nityananda. That original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadip as Lord Chaitanya and Balaram appeared with him as Nityananda. Now this is the verse identity of Nityananda. Sankrashana Karana Tai Shai Garbhada Shai Cha Payodabdi Shai Shesha Chayasya Ansa Kalasa Nitya Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamaso. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankrashana, Seshanag, and Vishnu, who lie on Karun ocean, Garbh ocean, and ocean of milk, are his plenary portion or portion of his plenary portion. Say Balaram Gosai Mula Sankrashana Pancharupa Dhari Kare Krishnera Sevana. Lord Balaram is the original Sankrashana. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. What are these 5 forms? Apane karena Krishna Leela Rasaya सृष्टि लीला कराए करे धरी चारी काया. He himself helped in pastime of Krishna. And he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. Does the function of creation in 4 other forms. 3 as a Vishnu, and 4th, सृष्टि आदि का सेवा तारा आज्ञार पालना. शेष रूप करे कृष्णेरा विविध सेवन. He executes the order of Krishna in the work of creation, and in the form of Lord Sesha, he served Krishna in various ways. What various ways? Shesh become the bed. He become all the paraphernalia. And this Shesh is expansion of Sankarshan. And Sankarshan is the first expansion of Nityananda. Krishna, Nityananda. Nityananda, Chaturvyu, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And this first Sankarshan, he expand again in Chaturvyu in Vaikuntha. And that is a Mahasankarshan now. This expand as 3 Vishnu. Karanodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai and Kirodakshai. They are expansion from the second expansion. First, Balaram, Chaturvyu, second Chaturvyu of the Sankarshan in Vaikuntha, and then these 3. And they does the work of creation. These 3 Vishnu does the work of creation. Sarvarupe aswadya Krishna seva ananda. Sei Balarama Gora Sange Nityananda. Sarvarupe aswadya Krishna seva ananda. In all ways, in all forms means all 5 forms, he is relishing the bliss of serving Krishna. In all the form, he tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. That same Balaram is Lord Nityananda, and he the companion of Lord Gaura Sundar. So this is the identity of Balaram. So we end the class here. You have any question or comment? Any question or comment? Yes. बोलिए.
Before the appearance of Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya also had a brother, elder brother. Was he also the expansion of Lord Balram?
Before appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Before appearance of Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya had a brother, elder brother.
Oh, his younger brother, his elder brother. His elder brother, Vishwarup. Yes, Vishwarup was also the expansion of Balaram. He left, he took sannyas somewhere near Pandharpur, and then he left in this, on the pretext of searching his brother Chaitanya Mahaprabhu toward whole South India. And at Pandharpur, he knew that the Vishwarup came here. So he was also expansion of Nityananda. Yes. It is like this. Radharani is in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but also the expansion of Radharani is Gadadhar. So both are in a both form. So in a two form he came. Nityananda was in 2. He came as an elder brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as a Vishwarup. It was his expansion of Nityananda. Right. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for the class. Prabhuji, what kind of risks do you expect us to take while preaching?
Come out of the comfort zone. We are going to, nowadays we are only preaching when somebody invites us. send us cars, send ticket, arrange the facilities. But we are not going to the place where people don't know from where we have come, and we are not taking the initiative on our own for preaching. We have to take initiative on our own for preaching. Go to the places where people don't know you. Then you know actually how the preaching works, how the miracle happens. And many devotees has these experiences, you know. In early devotees' life, you see how adventurous their lives were. Devotees were cooking in some rented house, and they put the ghee and they put the cumin seed, and it was for the dal, you know, chanch for dal, and there came out shoo, the smoke, and in a house, the smoke detector, the bell rang, and the whole building fire brigade came, and the landowner said, "Get out right now." All the devotees with their half-cooked, prasad, they came out and sitting on the road. There's no place to go. And what they did, started chanting Hare Krishna. One old lady was going, say, "What are you doing here?" He said, "We don't have a place to live. We are just thrown out by the landlord. We were cooking something." "Oh," he said, "I am only old lady. Whole my house is empty. Please you come and stay there." They just moved there and they finished their cooking there. The devotees, when they were doing Sankirtan in America, one group was taken by police to the jail. And they are in the jail. It was Sunday. Now devotee said, "Anyway, today is a Sunday. Let us cook the Sunday feast." Now in the jail there is nothing. One said, "I am cooking sweet rice." Other said, "I am cooking puri. I am cooking pakoda." And they were doing something, that. And police were surprised. What is going on? He said, "We are cooking feast." And police was really surprised. What is going on? And the devotees, those who were left out, couldn't, they actually cooked the feast at home, at the place where they were staying. When they did not find them, they came there. Oh, they found them in the jail, and somehow they got them on bail. And then when they reached there, the feast was ready. So they were just mentally cooking feast in the jail. There's no other business. So what I'm saying, the big adventure you can see of the old devotees, and therefore they kept, they were always high in Hare Krishna chanting, because they have that. We don't have that experience. Of these miracles, we don't have experience. Only some devotees have some little experience. We have seen such wonders of preaching in our life, really, surprisingly. We never think it is possible, but it happened. Many times. So it is good, just for your own experience, 4 or 5 devotees go somewhere. And one Prabhupada's disciple, he took the boat from Prayagraj, and he said, those villages which are not motorable by car, which are on the, both sides of the river. So he took one local Indian for language, and there are 2-3 devotees, Vishnujan Swami. So they landed in some village, they did the Harinam Sankirtan. Nobody came, everybody was looking like that in one village. Then he asked, why people are not coming? Then the local person said, this is a Muslim village. He said, no problem, we are chanting Hare Krishna, then we are cooking. They were cooking a light thing. They used to take light thing on the boat, the puff rice and then the molasses, and they used to make the laddu. So in the morning they made the laddu, night they stayed there. In the morning when they made laddu, the fragrance of the laddu was all over the village, and children, coming there, he gave them laddu. They took laddu. And then the whole town came, they took laddu. And then they chanted again Hare Krishna, then everybody was happy. So they were going like that. Whichever village come, whatever comes, whoever comes, Yare dekho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. So there are devotees, they have a extremely, excellent experience how Krishna helps, how by preaching we get, Nityananda's mercy. We do experience at least sometime in the, maybe once a month or something, do some experiment of going to some places in some villages. But Prabhupada wanted village preaching because villages are still not much polluted by modern, godless civilization. And people will provide you everything, you cook and give, feed them prasad, this is what Prabhupada said. And we had this experience, we are not knowing anybody, we just go there, start doing kirtan, people come and then preaching starts. Anyway, whatever you are doing is good. So many young people here. So Nityananda Prabhu is most merciful. Today pray to Nityananda Prabhu that we all must be engaged in the mission of Srila Prabhupada and preach the Gauravani and deliver the, do the parupkar, janam sarthak kari karpo parupkar. So we pray to Nityananda Prabhu today, with bottom of our heart, for his mercy, for his, empowerment. Hare Krishna. Any other question? We end it here.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes?
Sorry, Prabhuji, one more question. So it is said that like Prabhupada went to America and preached to the most fallen, like you mentioned, more fallen than Jagai and Madai. So here when we are preaching, we look for those candidates who are, favorable to bhakti, not the fallen ones.
That's Prabhupada. One thing from Nityananda's pastime I would like to share. Though Nityananda is Balaram himself, he is a guru, Adi Guru, he empowered all the gurus, but he did not preach for 20 years. Until and unless Mahaprabhu ordered him, then he started preaching. So we should only preach when we are empowered, ordered, and blessed by the Vaishnavas. Then the preaching will be effective. Not for our name and fame. For preaching, the only impetus is compassion. If you have compassion in the heart, and you want really to help the people who are unknowingly suffering, then when you are empowered and blessed by the senior Vaishnava, then your preaching will be successful. So Brahmanand Prabhu was asked at that, he was sannyasi, from Brahmanand Swami was asked by Chaitanya, by Srila Prabhupada to go and preach in Nairobi. Then he was preaching there and he started some center. He invited Prabhupada. Prabhupada went there and all the people were Gujarati from India. Prabhupada said, where is your preaching? He said, these are all devotees. Prabhupada said, they are already devotees. Have you preached to local people? He said, no. They are every day they are giving all the all the commodities here. I just cook and offer and then they are coming and we are saying, well, no, preaching means preaching to the local people. Then Prabhupada said, organize a program in a hall. And then the black people came from Nairobi. And they came with the drums. And after they were dancing in kirtan, then they liked prasad. Prabhupada said, this is preaching. This is preaching. So preaching to the people who are unaware of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada said, Indians, they are already Krishna conscious. Only there is a thin layer of Maya that can be chalked out anytime. Hare Krishna. नित्यानंद दया परम दयालु नित्यानंद करुणामय आविर्भाव तिथि महोत्सव की श्रील प्रभुपाद की विदाई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे कृष्ण
सार्वभौम प्रभु जी की We would like to thank His Grace Sarvabhauma Prabhuji. Prabhuji, in this visit, he gave 3 times. He visited and Prabhuji gave class. So we request Prabhuji that whenever he comes to Hyderabad, he regularly comes here. We thank Prabhuji by loudly chanting 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So now there will be kirtan in the temple hall, and 10:30 the Abhishek of Shri Gaur